what to see without wasting time or money. I'm taking you from the Elephant Arch to seaside hot springs and a volcanic lake where mud turns into a simple ritual. The biggest risk is landing here with no plan and spending half your trip driving. This order keeps your moves tight, helps you find the real spots, and lets you enjoy the island even outside peak season. I'm starting from 10th place with the Elephant Arch near Cala Levante. If you arrive early, you get softer light, fewer people, and a clean swim under the arch with a mask and water shoes. For photos, stop at the roadside viewpoint and only go down if you feel steady on the rocks. My money-saving move is simple. Bring water and a snack. There's not much right next to you. If the sea is rough, enjoy it from above and move on instead of forcing it. Pantelleria rewards quick plan changes. If you're traveling with kids, stick to the more sheltered sections of Cala Levante. Next, I head to Gadir's Hot Pools. By scooter, it's about 15 minutes. In 9th place, I'm putting Cala Gadir, natural hot pools carved into the rock with water that can reach roughly 40 to 55 degrees Celsius. It's free and real, but use common sense. Step in slowly, test it with your hand, and always alternate with a dip in the sea so you don't overheat. To save money, go early or late and skip organized tours. Bring flip-flops, a towel, and a light layer in the shoulder seasons. When you step out of hot water, the air can surprise you. If you've only got a weekend, this is my #1 open-air spa on the island. From here, I continue to Cala Cottone, a short drive, then about a 20-minute walk. Last thing, Cala Cottone is the real surprise. In 8th place, I'm choosing Cala Cottone, my total quiet spot. You immediately get that Pantelleria isn't about perfect sandy beaches. It's about slipping into crystal water from lava rock. The path is easy but exposed, so bring water and wear closed shoes. In high season, avoid the hottest hours. Don't expect services. If you want to keep it budget, pack a sandwich and spend a solid hour snorkeling along the rocks. If you only want half a day at the sea, this is perfect. If you want an easier swim, stick with Gadir. Now I switch sides of the island. For Balata de Turkey, I go south. By car, it's around 30 minutes. If you drop in here, Balata will feel massive. In 7th place is Balata de Turchi on the south side. Flat stone platforms under huge cliffs. Deep blue water, zero distractions. Getting there can include a rough track. If you don't feel confident on a scooter, choose a small car with decent clearance or ask your rental place which road is in the best shape. Here, the budget move is bringing everything: water, hat, sunscreen, and food, because there's nothing on site. If you're with kids or you don't like deep water, come only with calm sea and stay near the easiest entry points. If this order is helping, hit like and subscribe. Next, I take you into the island's volcanic heart. First, to see the coastline without effort, the next stop is a boat trip with local skippers. In 6th place, a boat trip. It's the smartest shortcut to understand Pantelleria because many lava walls and caves look better from the sea than from land. To keep it cheaper, pick a shared outing. You might be around 50 to 90 euros per person, depending on season and lunch. And I always recommend checking directly with the skipper. Bring a sun shirt, extra water, and if you get seasick, take something before you board. If you only have 2 days, I'd do boat plus 2 land coves. If you have a week, use the boat to mark the sea descents you want to repeat on your own. For more routes like this, subscribe. I build them like maps. Back on land, I drive up to the Mirror of Venus Lake, about 20 to 25 minutes. Next, the lake where mud is the ticket. Mid-list, in 5th place, is the Mirror of Venus, a volcanic lake in the north where you can do a simple, near-zero-cost ritual. The hot springs can reach around 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, but how it feels changes a lot with wind and season, so I always check local info before I jump in. Spread a thin layer of mud, let it dry for a few minutes, then rinse in the water. Don't overdo it if you have sensitive skin. To save money and hassle, bring a bottle of fresh water to rinse off. Showers aren't always guaranteed. If you've got half a day, pair the lake with a short walk nearby. If you're tight on time, come just for the mud and move on. Next, I head to the Benikulà Cave, about 10 minutes by car. In 4th place, I'm taking you to Benikulà Cave, a natural sauna. Steam comes out at around 40 degrees Celsius, and it feels like an ancient spa. The practical rule is keep it short, 5 to 10 minutes, then step out, breathe, and drink water. If you have heart issues or you struggle with heat, skip it or get medical advice first. To spend nothing, bring a towel and a bottle and keep your voice low. People come here for quiet. In spring or fall, this can beat the beach. If you only have one day, do Benikulà plus the lake and you'll understand Pantelleria's fire side. Next, I show you the island literally breathing. I drive to the Favare, just a few minutes. You didn't expect a sauna like this on an island. Bronze medal for the Favare. Steam vents pushing out of the rocks, reminding you, no special effects, that energy is still alive under this island. The easy mistake is getting too close for a photo and breathing sulfur straight in. I stay downwind, keep distance, and I never step off the worn paths, especially if the ground is damp. It's free and fast. Even if you're short on time, you get something genuinely unique. For an extra wow moment, go after a cooler day. The steam shows more. If you're with kids, hold hands and keep it brief. Now I go up in altitude. From Montagna Grande, I drive towards Sicily, around 20 minutes. In 2nd place, Montagna Grande, 836 meters. It sounds strange on an island, but you walk through holm oaks and pines and almost forget the sea exists. Bring proper hiking shoes, water, and a light jacket. Up top, the wind changes everything. To save energy, pick a shorter trail to the viewpoints. If you have half a day, push for the summit and stay for late afternoon light. I always check sunset time and leave margin because roads are narrow and I don't want to drive tired. On very clear days, you can even make out the African coastline. Next, I drop back into the stone house world. I head toward the Cama area for Dammuso and the island's gardens, about 25 minutes by car. And now the most Pantelleria thing of all. At the top, in 1st place, I'm putting Pantelleria's everyday life, sleeping in a Dammuso and ending with Passito at sunset. The Dammuso is built in lava stone with a white dome designed to collect rainwater into cisterns. If you want to save money, pick a simpler one inland and cook at home. Look for a Pantelleria garden too, dry stone walls protecting a single citrus tree from the wind. Zabibo vines grow low, trained in the traditional method recognized by UNESCO as intangible heritage, so a winery visit isn't just a tasting. A tasting often sits around 15 to 30 euros, but it's best to check the official site and book. If you're short on time, do one winery and one cove. Fewer things, done well. Tell me in the comments what you'd go for first, and subscribe for the next route.